Alright, today, as most of you know, we're running a little low on Brozz at the moment, Recon and regular edition, but we've got some Motomax back in, so I wanted to make a video. Everybody's always asking me what's different about them, so I want to just point out what is different, and it's actually a good bit. I would say they're pretty different machines. The only thing that's really similar is the engine and carburetor. Okay, so they both got the black counterbalanced engine, identical carburetors. Both will run 65 to 70 top speed. Both 1746 rear sprockets. All right. This one does have a hair more stout of a swing arm, as you can see. I do think the overall build quality is actually better on the Motomax, which is a good thing because a lot of people do like the Brozz. They think it's pretty solid. Now, the big difference between the two is mainly the style. The Motomax is a supermoto. If you're familiar with the supermoto crowd, you kind of know what to expect. The Brozz is a dual sport. So this is a utility type bike, do it all. Get one machine, go anywhere you want, go to work, go to the trails, whatever. This bike is more of a niche market, or a particular market, a particular buyer. You're looking for street riding, you're looking for cool. Okay, now the whole supermoto crowd is, let's try to make a dirt bike, put some street wheels on it, and have it legal to run in the street. So that's why this bike has something of a dirt bike type look. There's no luggage rack. There's no underseat storage on either bike. There's a hair on that one, but really nothing. This one has less frills because of that. It's more like a dirt bike. So you got a smaller fuel tank. This is 2 gallon. That is 3. If you include the reserve, that's 3. This has all mechanical display. This is in a digital display. Alright, so this gives you digital tach and speed and odometer, and mechanical fuel and gear indicator. So that's another thing. This one does not have a gear indicator or a fuel readout. So you just run it 100 miles and fill it up. And this one comes on street tires. You've got very nice dual aluminum 17-inch wheels. This bike, you have a 19 front, 17 rear steel, and on the Recon it actually comes on off-road, very close to off-road knobby tire. You can still ride on the street, but it is definitely more of an aggressive tire. The Brozz 250 comes on a 50/50 tire, which is I guess in between both of these. So in the front they have identical headlights, identical turn signals, LEDs, these skinny ones, very bright. They don't take up much space. They are bendable, so if you hit a branch or something, you can do that. I do have, if you can order an off-road set of wheels and tires for this bike, so you can swap back and forth. And they are a 1917 steel in chrome, essentially those but in chrome. And if you order them with your bike new, we give you a nice little discount on that wheel set. They both have stainless lines front and rear, so that's pretty nice. Both are rear disc brake, obviously. This has a luggage rack that is actually perfectly flat with the back seat, so if you're not holding anybody or anything, that actually has a pretty big pad of space right there that you could fit something and strap it down. This one is just smooth and sleek. Both of them do have stickers on them. Both of them, the stickers are under the clear coat on both of them. So that is, I know a lot of people are saying they wish they were on top so you could take them off, and we hear you. Just in the future I think that might be an option, but right now they are under the clear, and if you keep it nice, it'll look nice for a long time. Now, one difference also is the frame here. This is quite thick, quite heavy. If you had two frames next to each other, this one is significantly heavier duty. And then it has an engine cradle in front, which, except for I think one motor mount, most of the motor mounts mount to this cradle. So undo some plugs and wires and the exhaust, and essentially this engine can just drop down and be out. Kickstarters. This Kickstarter on the Motomax, in my personal opinion, is almost good for nothing. Brozz one is only a hair better. So definitely both bikes need your batteries. The Brozz has an odd shaped battery, as everybody's finding out. I do not carry an aftermarket replacement, but people on China Riders and the Bashan 250 Owners of America Facebook group have found other ones, so you can check that out and purchase one of those. That's what I actually recommend versus trying to get a new one from me. So this right here, take this off. This is one difference on this bike. Super easy to remove the seat. Your battery is right there, and that is just a battery you can find at any store. Another perk to the Motomax on the seat removal and the battery. This bike, you don't need to remove the seat to get to the battery, so they have it a little bit on there more permanently. This requires 4 screws for this whole thing to come down, and then there's 2 studs up behind this. Once you do those nuts, you can lift the seat off. A little bit more work, but this bike does have a more comfortable seat. It is wider. Okay, this is 34 inches high. This is 33 inches high. Okay, with that said, this seat is significantly skinnier, so it actually feels much shorter. I would say this bike is great anywhere from 5'10" and up. This bike is great for anywhere, honestly, really 6 foot and below. If you're over 6 foot, you might need to make a few mods to comfortably ride this bike. So in the front, oh, and then obviously, other than the frame, the chassis, this has a little bit different of a fork design on it, kind of the more traditional. And then this has the inverted over here. This is what everybody wants. Everybody requested those. Now, everybody always requests inverted on this one too. However, this is how the Motomax was designed, and no one's really complaining about lack of any failures in the chassis or lack of strength in the front. So I'll tell you this, the front axle width and thickness on a Motomax is the same as the rear on a Brozz, if that tells you how they built the front. So it is a nice bike, definitely different. I would not say they're the same. This exhaust is stainless. It does have a much thicker, if you pulled off the front of the exhaust, the opening is bigger than on a Brozz, and you can hear it in the sound. I'll start them both up for you. The Brozz, everybody likes more whisper quiet, kind of like a scooter almost, maybe a little bit louder than a scooter, but it is quiet for a motorcycle. And this one has a little bit more of a snarl to it when you rev it up. So there are more of the Brozz in the USA. Some have started in 2014, some in 2016. 2014 was from Peace, 2016 was from another company, and then 2018 and current was also from Peace. So these are around, people are getting used to these a little bit more. Let's see how this one sounds. We start this one up. So that's what it looks like when everything's going. Let's get back here for a sound. Alright, let's do this one real quick so you can hear the sound on this one. Alright, even at idle you can tell it's a little bit different. Alright, so right away, a little bit more grunt. I think that bigger exhaust pipe, I assume the muffler is a little bit different on the inside as well. Not 100% positive on that, but jettings, they come with the same jets in the carbs, so most people will need to rejet for their area, like any carbureted machine. Like I said, if you get both, this can be your weekend trail bike. This can be your drive to work bike if you're local, or else you can probably use this one for everything. That's what essentially, I think that's why they're so popular, is the Brozz, the dual sport genre of bikes. It's just a do-it-all type machine. So, oh, I guess that's one difference also. This one has a standard bulb for the taillight. This one is LED in the back as well. So the only bulb on this bike that is not LED to start out with is the headlight. It's your standard H4 bulbs in both bikes. Alright, so you got an H4 in both of them for the headlight. But yeah, there's our two bikes that we've had the last 2 years. The Motomax has been around since late 19 we got them in, and as of right now, every VIN number for our Motomax in the USA is a 2020. So if someone says they got a 2018 or 2019 Motomax, well, it definitely ain't from P Sports, if it's true. So like I said, here you go. I think I hit on all the key differences. For those, you know, when we get more Brozz in, the price will go up a little bit from before. So just keep that in mind. Everything's going up. So it's just kind of how inflation and stuff works. So sorry for that, but we gotta stay in business too. So these are your two bikes from Peace. When you can find them, if someone's got one, grab one, check them out, get the one you want. Alright, thanks for watching.